So what's your morning routine, Rizan? Yeah? 5:30 wake up?
Ice bath? Ice bath.
Go for a run.
Ice bath.
Matcha?
Matcha.
Ice bath. I look like this. Ice bath.
You say warm bath.
We don't waste water.
Welcome to the GenC podcast. I am one of your hosts, blessed with the best, JP Jackson. And obviously, I have now recovered from the fast. So
Recovered from the fast.
I have all 7 liters of water to get through in this episode. To my far right is Mr. Rizan.
JP.
Okay.
You know, like we're not allowed to swear in the first minute, but JP. Welcome. To the audio listeners, as always, my favorite audio listener, Lal Solo.
Did you hear people when we commented on that one clip? It was like the timing of them.
I think we synced right now. And I'm saying our mms are,
Yeah.
Okay, so in the middle today.
Who do we have, Rizan?
Like, I don't even know where to go with this one because I found out today that we were at Settlers together.
Goodness.
So, I mean, the greatest
Whole other
intro.
conversation.
For all of 6 months.
For 6 months, you know what I'm saying? From the streets of Kelsey to the streets of New York City. Pianist and composer, Mikhaila Smith. Welcome to the GenC podcast.
Thank you. Love that introduction, by the way.
We practiced.
We don't. We should.
We should. Yeah, we definitely
Yeah.
should. We really should.
On the show, and Gabby actually urged us. Gabby's not here right now. Gabby's another imaginary friend, like Paul is. Nobody knows what Paul looks like, so he's an
Okay.
imaginary friend. Yeah. But
Okay.
you can see Paul.
Yes, I can.
Because you're in the
Hi,
circle.
Paul.
So on the podcast, we like to ask this question. So it is very life orientation for 10 marks. And the question is, who is Mikhaila Smith?
Goodness, who am I?
Yes, please.
Oh, hardest question in the world, but most fascinating question. I am a composer, pianist. I was born and raised in Cape Town from Kells River. I've been a musician my entire life. I've always been a very musical child, very inquisitive, very introspective. I've always loved the arts, loved music. I feel very blessed to have had parents who've supported my dreams from the beginning. I've always had, I guess, a really wild idea of what my life should be like one day. And so everything I've done from when I was younger was to sort of pursue the very thing that I dreamed of. So I started my life here in Cape Town, dreamt really big. I tried to make the right decisions to get myself to where I needed to be, found myself in New York, living my dream, writing music, composing music for film, for the concert hall, bit of a hybrid. So yeah, I think if there's anything specific, I can speak forever about who I am, really. But,
No, I think that's a good intro. Because I think for a lot of myself, music was always seen as like a side quest.
yes.
Like it was never seen as the thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time, like you see, there are parents that supported you in that. But I don't even
Yes.
think, and maybe the parents didn't even have that sort of vision of where you wanted to be.
Yes.
How did you still dream that far, even though your parents could not see that?
Oh, that is such a great question. I think I've
Sorry. The words of information today, guys. That's the words of information for me.
Good man.
I think that, I was very young when I had this conviction, right? I found myself in a movie theater at 11 years old. I was watching Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End.
Okay.
One of my favorite films ever. Fell in love with the music. Walked out of the movie theater. My first thought was, I mean, in that moment, I was in tears. I was crying. I was so overwhelmed. I was so moved. And at 11 years old, I walked out of the theater. My first thought was, I want to be the person to make people feel the way that I'm feeling.
Wow.
And that was my moment of conviction. I think that I've just always been so, I've always been in that pursuit. It never left my mind from that moment. I think that, like you said, music was never, especially from the communities that we come from, it's a very interesting thing to sort of go to your parents and be like, I want to be a musician professionally. When there is, I think, especially within South African context, sometimes a very, I think, single view of what it means to be successful.
Okay.
And so I think that I've had to block out a lot of noise. I think stay true to who I am. I always knew that this was going to be the only thing to make me happy. And I've just had a really good support system around me, because obviously with that comes a lot of risk in so many different ways, a lot of, leaps of faith, and surrounding myself with good people and just staying, in that conviction was very important.
So I have, as always on the show, I'm resigned to things. And so
Wait, I missed that. What did you say?
Resign two things rose.
Oh, okay.
So he always has two things to say.
Always.
Okay,
Like
love
a
that.
rose that has two thorns.
Yo.
Love it.
Oh. Okay, that's new.
are we? Okay, Pop. Okay, damn.
Resign was too stunned to speak.
I'm
stunned.
shocked. Okay, so the first thing is there's pursuing, you're creative, there's pursuing art.
Mm-hmm.
My question, I guess, specifically is what made you pursue, let's call it classical contemporary music? That sort of what do you call the art that you make? What do you call that type of music? Is it?
Oh, I always call myself a hybrid, because I have one foot in the classical world and one foot in the film world.
Okay.
And then my solo music blends the two of those.
Of course.
But I was playing I'm going to bring my parents into this again, because they're very just formative in, making things possible for me. I think that they saw something in me from the beginning. Like I said, I was a very musical child. My grandmother used to take me to Tiger Valley, and I would perform. That was my dance stage, and I'd perform for people. I loved doing that.
Like Tiger Valley Center.
The mall, my grandmother used to take me there, because that was my, I used to call it my dance floor, because I would just go to Tiger Valley with her and just twirl and perform for people. So
come dance
that-
for the aunties mall edition.
no, it was that. All the aunties were like, "Oh, your hair's so long."
Did your granny put a hat there in front? I'm just.
We actually
asking.
should have. We should have.
You really should have.
We should have. So I think there was something in me. I think I was very influenced by a lot of, the films I grew up with, Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast. So I was always exposed to orchestral music through film. That became my first influence without really my knowing it. And then I think just one day I remember starting piano lessons. I think my parents saw something in me. The next day I walked into the house and they surprised me with an upright Otto Bach piano. And I sat down and I just felt like, okay, this is where I'm meant to be.
That's so sweet. That's like
And
an
so-
investment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that.
so I value that. And I think I just over time fell in love with just the whys and the hows of music, with the harmony, with orchestration, with piano music. My world opened up and I loved that world. So from there, I knew that I wanted to study it formally.
Yeah. So then you studied at UCT, right?
I did study at UCT.
And then you had the chance to do an exchange to LA, right?
Mhm.
Did that make your ideas just a little bit more tangible? Because now you're going to the epicenter of
Yes.
the space, right?
Oh, yes, 100%. 100%. I remember feeling as though the world just opened up, and everything that I saw in my head, everything I felt in my heart, saw in my mind, I finally just saw it in front of me in LA. And that was really cool. Just knowing that something is possible, finding your people, because for a very long time I felt like I was this crazy person who loved music so much, and no one knew what film music was. No one else was really listening to, Rachmaninoff piano concertos at, 12 years old.
They want to hear Jonathan Butler.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
He's great. He's so great. But I felt like there was this entire world inside my mind. And I remember feeling misunderstood for a while, and then going to LA and realizing all that's out there.
So you mentioned earlier that you had idea, like in South Africa, we speak about the narrow way we see musicians and that the career path that they have. And now you're speaking about LA showed you that it opened my mind. Can we just understand what are the other spaces that you could then see your craft being played out?
Oh, absolutely. I think that I realized how, and also I just also want to, give a shout out to I feel like my education at UCT really prepared me for these moments.
Okay.
The South African College of Music. I still speak about my professor there who really taught me everything I know. So I really felt like it was my foundation here in Cape Town was incredibly important for me to be able to head abroad. But I remember feeling as though finally there was this platform, a really, really big platform. And there was it felt like I was finally in a place where I was challenged. It felt like there was, competition, but in like a really, really good way, because people over there, I just remember feeling that, I don't know, it's almost difficult to explain what that opened up inside of me. Going there and understanding what was possible, knowing that, especially with film music, expanding my, classical roots into film, it is a really, really big industry there. And that was wonderful. It's growing and it's amazing here as well. But going into LA and seeing what people are doing in film, with film music, with music production, with performance, it's just a whole world that I got to be a part of.
We definitely are going to take that ride right now. We absolutely have to. And that's so a lot of what we do here on the show is try and bring our audience into the world of the guest. Right. And I think that people that look like us, our relationship with music, especially like maybe colored culture music, it's very extra expressive. We want to shake, we want to dance, we want to sing with want to riff, if you will. And I think that there's a sort of elegance, a sort of deeper soul with the music that you create. But also you speak about film music, which is emotion.
It is emotion. Yeah. Oh yes, absolutely.
So we are going to just explore. So the second thing I wanted to say actually is that and I think Lal can speak to this. When we think about film music, we think of the likes of Hans Zimmer.
Yes.
That's the one name that I know. Okay, cool. A Dune. Yeah. The soundtrack with Dune, that's Hans Zimmer.
Yeah.
And the one that I like is it Ludwig Göransson?
Yes, he won the Oscar
for Sinners.
Yeah.
The reason why I like him, do you know the show Mandalorian?
No.
The Baby Yoda.
Yes.
There we go. So he made that soundtrack, the iconic Mandalorian soundtrack. And that also I love this. It makes you listen to or watch a movie differently.
Yes. Yes, entirely.
And so sort of springboarding from that, because that's kind of the names that your name is amongst that right now.
Oh gosh, I can only hope. Almost there. No, I'm
what I'm
kidding.
saying? When we think of okay, when you say you are a film musician or you make music for film, that's the names that we liken to. That's the names you can picture with you.
Yeah.
So my question is, what is the education journey that sort of brings you to that? What aspect of music allows you to sort of see that and understand the technique for filmmaking?
Yeah.
That's my question. Because we understand music a certain way. You obviously understand music another way.
Yeah. Oh, that's a really great question. I think that because music is, I always see it as the backbone of film, because it's the very thing that almost dictates our emotion. Oh yeah. Dictates our emotion. And I think that it's, for me, a part of it is it does come from a place of intuition, but then also intellect. So I feel like I always blend my classical roots and everything that I've learned with that emotive side of film that feels very much based off of my instinct as well. Like when I am scoring a film, a scene, and I see it in front of me, like what is the story trying to tell me? What emotion am I trying to evoke? What is my interpretation of that? And then I think so many other technical aspects come into that, whether you're working in Logic or Cubase or you're preparing for a live session. It feels like a blend of so many different things that I'm bringing together. I don't know if that answers your question.
No, it does. And that's something we're going to take this journey. Like,
yes, I love it.
We're going to take this journey. So because like, for example, I can imagine, and I hope I'm not answering the question for you, but I can imagine as a creative and someone who's like studied creative, a lot of going further in the industry is essentially making the curriculum as you go along.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
You know, so what skills do you learn in your journey that actually equips you to go further?
Yes.
That's
that's incredible. I think that there are lots of, musical skills that come into it, a lot of technical skills, a lot of, people skills. I feel like a lot of the journey has been being in the right rooms and being able to communicate with people and being able to develop relationships. If we're speaking about it from a very technical aspect, and education, I think, and not to say that this is, I think all paths are different. There are so many different ways of getting into different careers. For me, that education aspect meant a lot to me because I was very fascinated with music and harmony and all of those things. I was a big nerd in that sense. So I think my skills as a pianist have helped me enormously in this journey. I'm often hired because I play the piano and I can write for the piano in a certain way. That has helped me. It's part of my process when I compose, going to school and really understanding. There was a big technological aspect of film in particular that's also helped me in other aspects of my life. Knowing the technology, being well versed in the technology, being able to, the skills I was taught, I could really just boil it down to being in a studio, having the skills to get your music prepared to be on the stage, being able to communicate with musicians, being able to produce my own music is something that I learned. I've learned that as a composer, as a pianist, as a player, as everything, I have to wear several hats all the time. That's one of the biggest things that I've learned in this journey. And also, I recently released an album. I also, had to be my own, marketing manager. Like you're having to do all of these different things because you're ultimately, one thing I've also learned as well as a musician is that I'm also building a brand. So I think so many different things, but just in terms of skills from a technical aspect, so many things.
Thank you. I think that the spirit of my question essentially is for the child who's watching. And should they decide to pursue a studying music, can they end up where you are?
Yes.
And so what are the sort of what will they learn on their journey? What will they glean on their journey? And how will they be able to wear the different hats?
Yes.
That's like the spirit of essentially what I'm asking.
Yeah. I think that I really believe that anything is possible. I believe that having that conviction is important. I believe that being able to, block out the noise and all the voices around you is important. I think that I've learned you have to be able to be resilient, I think, to make things possible. Okay. When people are telling you no, you have to have the courage to say yes. I think you have to be prepared because even though the door isn't open yet, once it's open, it's like it's like a lightning. Yeah. Like you've got to be prepared.
To get ready.
Yes, you got to stay ready. So be prepared. Like put in the work. I think that, I never really saw someone like me, I think, in this, like doing what I'm doing. So I think it's important for me to show that is indeed possible.
Wow.
But yeah, there are so many ways of looking at this journey, and that it's possible for anyone who dares to believe it is. You know,
and I think that is definitely the takeaway, is that you're only limited to what you think you can do.
Yes, yeah.
And that's why I said earlier, how did you sell your dream to your parents even though they didn't know it? Because when someone has so much conviction, you almost just become the guardrails. Like you're not telling them where to go, but you're just like bouncing them to that.
Yeah.
They end up where they want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's difficult to do that when you yourself don't believe that that's where they can be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the drive comes in, because it's so important that in a sea of I want to be like everybody else, understanding that me being me is what's going to get me the furthest in life.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think it's so important, especially in a space where things can blend in easily. Standing on your own 2 feet and understanding this is what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And like you mentioned now, when you came to this point, you didn't see someone like you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But now you are the reference point.
Mm-hmm.
And there are so many people that's going to see this and be like, wow, I can also do that. And it doesn't, and one of the reasons we created this is so that it doesn't end up just filtering into the back of the mind.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of the times we think we can do this thing, and then for years we don't see anybody like it.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden that thought or that idea just becomes a fade because it's not possible. I need to pay the bills. I need to get this.
Mm-hmm.
I need to do the next step.
And those are very real things.
And very real things.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's not possible at all.
Yeah.
But like you keep mentioning, your parents were the backbone.
Mm-hmm.
They said this is where you could go. And that's why it's so important. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be a parent. It can just be a support structure.
Love that.
Yes,
Getting people around you that know, hey, this is who you are. This is what you want to do.
Yeah.
I'm just going to support you
Yeah.
wherever that may fall.
Yeah, that's a good one. Like, really surrounding yourself with good people. People who understand and can, even if they can't see the vision, but you can, them trusting that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's also very, very important.
Yeah. I wanna get into, like life in New York. But before that, I want to sort of like go through, because I prepared some terms when we were researching this episode.
Goodness.
Yeah. Testing your degree, if you will.
Oh my goodness. I might just, my mind, for all the viewers out there, my brain might turn to mush right now.
Yeah, because I mean, there's a lot of, uncles and aunties that are like, what praat die mense? You know what I'm saying? And so there's some musical terms and that we just want to understand what they mean.
Okay.
So I'm going to say the word and I'm going to ask JP to say what he think it means.
Okay.
And I want you to tell us what it actually means.
Okay, gosh, I hope there.
So like maybe JP gets it 100% correct, but I trust you, bro. I believe you.
Out of that scale, it's a...
Because I'm going to tell you the first one, I'm like, I don't know why it's called that.
Yes.
What is a musical score?
A musical score?
Like what is that?
Is there a score?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Who's winning?
Exactly for 3 marks.
Who's winning?
For 3 marks, who's winning? That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
The caveman discovered the word.
It must be a layered thing, right? So score might be a degree of what happens.
Love that.
That's my take.
Love that. So tell us exactly, Mikhaila, what is a musical score and why did they win it at the Oscars?
It's possible to win score at the Oscars. Yeah. Okay, so we can look at this 2 ways, right? You could get like a physical musical score, which is the actual sheet music.
Okay.
People read music from, like the paper you see with the music on it. Like when people are at a performance, a pianist, you see them with sheet music. That's the score.
Okay.
Like preparing the score for them to read.
Okay.
There's also a film score like that could also, but I think in this sense, musical score,
so it's the
actual sheet music.
Wow.
Then we also have score in film as well, which is just the music you hear in films. That's written for film.
Do you have any idea why it's called a score?
A score. Ooh, that's a really good.
Okay.
That's
question.
tricky. Maybe it's because they scratch
should
the
know.
paper.
That's sticky. Okay, this one, because I feel like there's no difference.
Okay.
But like, do you know if there's a difference between a writer and a composer?
Yeah. Okay, my take. The writer is the one that writes the words. The composer will make sure it blends nicely. Oh, dictate. Sorry.
You see, you're doing that one.
Yeah, sorry. The composer is not the one that stands in front.
That's a conductor.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Lost.
Because if I say I composed the song, I'm thinking, I made a song. But if I say I wrote the song, I'm saying I maybe wrote the words to the song. Yeah. But in my mind, she's also a songwriter.
I mean, I don't write. I wouldn't say I write songs.
Okay.
That I won't use that. But also with that question, I use the word writer and composer. For me personally, I use it toward myself. It means the same thing to me.
Okay.
So I write music and I also compose music. It means the same thing to me. But also there's sometimes a songwriter and a composer who collaborate. You know, someone who does write the words, and you have the composer who does contribute the music. So
it's when it's a songwriter that when it becomes different.
You can
to
just
music writer, music composer.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or it can be one. Can be one person doing
lovely
in all those roles.
I love that I'm getting 0% for this.
No, but
absolutely
you were super close with that one.
Yeah.
You were super close with that one. I'm so proud of you.
That's what you were though.
So proud of you.
The last one, because I feel like because same. I also don't see the difference. What do you think the difference between a conductor and an orchestrator is? Because it sounds like the same thing.
Was I not doing this?
It sounds like it's the same thing. It sounds like it's the same thing. So
A
like
conductor and an orchestrator.
yes, sir.
There's a difference.
Look, I don't know the answer to this. That's why we
I would love to hear what your take is, though.
So not just on my knowledge, the conductor's this.
Yes.
I believe.
That's an A.
And
That's
just
an A
going
for
like
you.
this. And the orchestrator needs to be involved with the orchestra.
Probs.
component.
Yeah.
Probs, yeah. But in what way?
But in what way?
Don't they all just do this?
Do they not keep scores?
Put all together.
They both have the score. So both the orchestrator and the conductor can have the musical.
Yeah.
They can have the score.
She's enjoying it.
No, I'm loving it. Well, as you've very, very beautifully demonstrated for us.
The words of affirmation.
As you've so beautifully demonstrated. A conductor is the person who leads the orchestra, who directs the orchestra. An orchestrator is a very layered term. It's really someone who's able to, and maybe to give you an example, lots of films have orchestrators where they're able to, take music that is written and they're able to arrange it for whatever ensemble is needed for whatever piece of music. So I think an orchestrator really has to have a deep knowledge of instruments, what is possible. Sometimes on a film, for example, you'll have a composer and an orchestrator. The composer would write the music, the melody, the basic parts of the music. Then it would be given to an orchestrator and say, they're recording with an orchestra. The orchestrator would be the person to expand and develop the music so it's suitable for the players.
And you do all of this?
I do. I do.
Ooh, multi-talented,
Thank you.
multifaceted.
Thank you very much.
And so just very it's such a caveman question, but just please take it in the best spirit. It really just how do you get there? Is it mentoring? Is it just studying? Is it do you just sit and observe and oh, that's what they do? How do you get to that particular place where you can take a sheet of music and be like, I'm going to orchestrate this?
Yeah.
Or even just, like that. Yeah. How do you get there?
I always say that there's a very mystical part of what I do that I love.
I believe it.
I had this teacher at UCLA actually who gave me this really, really nice compliment. He was like, Mikhaila, you have the gift of melody. I was like, wow. Nice. Because oftentimes people ask me about like the process of it all.
Yeah.
And melody is the first thing that comes to my mind. And where it comes from, I don't know.
Geërfd.
I call that thank God.
Like, where it comes
Only
from,
religious.
I don't know. That's where sort of the intuitive part of it comes in. And then I think from there, I'm able to take out my toolbox.
Amazing.
But I think it just comes from, I think, being curious, always having that curiosity. I think being in a room and seeing people do what they do, being in that studio environment, you know, where you're sort of thrown into the deep end and you're having to problem solve, because that was a big learning thing for me. It was one thing to be able to write music and to have that love for it, and then another thing to bring it to life in a studio space. I think it just comes with years of learning and experiencing things and developing and growing, challenging myself, being in the right spaces.
I'm also pretty sure there's an auntie claiming that melody came from a auntie. It's because of me that you have the
Yes. My grandmother was like, you know, Mikhaila, I also played the piano. So it means that's why you're playing the piano. Because I played the piano. My grandmother always tells me that.
I'm telling you.
I love it. But yeah, how do you get there? I think that stay curious, and I think always be open to growing. You know, I spent a lot of time just learning and listening to music, listening to a lot of music, going to performances, going to art galleries, you know, experiencing other art forms, because I really feel like that feeds directly into everything I'm doing.
Yeah. And I think it's so important, not just in the arts, in any space that you are, because sometimes when you do the studying, you have the strong base, it's you then get into the room and realize you have to adapt that thinking to the people in the room to allow the idea to come to life. The problem that sometimes we have, especially if you're very atypical, is like, no, but the book says it must be like this.
Oh, and it's
why is it
different out on the field?
Why is it not like this? And then you almost like get yourself in a bit of a panic because you like, this is not what's actually being done.
Yeah.
But I feel that's the transition from like, okay, you have a good base, but let's make this a workable solution for what we are doing.
Yes.
And that's just, I mean, that's a music analogy for this, but that happens in any space that you're in, really.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's different out in the field. 100%.
So you've created like the moment with Pirates of the Caribbean. And since then, you've actually worked on music and music scores for Netflix shows, Hulu. Tell us a bit about that, you know, your work in the industry now.
Yeah, when I was an orchestrator on those shows.
Okay. And now we know what it means.
No, that was wonderful. I was an orchestrator, part of the music team on those productions. Yeah, I think those were really of the coolest experiences of my life, because I really had some hands-on experience. When I worked in those shows, it was really my first time, not my first time because I did a lot of that at NYU, but really being in a studio environment and seeing what it takes to bring music to life in that way, in that real life situation where in a couple months it's going to be on Netflix, you know, and that's quite a wild thing to process and take in. But that was incredible. And we recorded a score in New York, which was incredibly exciting. There's nothing quite like recording with a full orchestra, being in studio and, you know, feeling what you've done become a reality.
Yeah. I have like a different question, because I'm having fun right now. So so we've had someone on the show who lectures film, Kaylee, and I asked her, because you sort of work in like with the technical side of film, when you watch film, does it like, do you become like a film snob, like a film bro? And she was like, no, I like the blasty, the silliness.
Oh yeah.
So my question to you, like with music in film, do you also like have that like, oh, I love it when they do this type of thing. And does it bother you when you don't hear those type of things?
I'm a complete snob. I'm kidding.
Exclusive. You say New York state of mind.
New York City. No, I'm
Made in
kidding.
Manhattan.
I'm kidding, but I'm kidding, but half kidding.
Okay,
Kidding, half
okay.
kidding. No. I'm not yet in a position to be a complete. Well, look, I was always hyper aware from a very, very young age, and I think that for a lot of people, music can be a very subconscious thing, which I think is a good thing. I think it means that music is doing its job.
Okay.
For me, I think I'm definitely hyper aware of music. Like sometimes I'll be watching a movie with someone and I'd be like, oh, did you hear what the composer did there? And he's like, oh, I didn't hear it. Like, okay, well, that's probably good. Probably good. But I do hear everything, and I'm always just curious, and it excites me, and I can be critical sometimes.
No, that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I can be.
You are who you are. And we accept
I'm
you.
a snob, so no, I'm kidding.
Because I imagine that, like, if it was one of those things where it frustrated you, whatever, then you'll be the type of person that you'll have to consume other forms of media.
Yeah.
And you get that. Like,
Yeah.
I struggle to watch podcasts.
Well, it's so funny because I actually I don't, and I find myself not watching a lot of films. Like people are like, what have you watched lately? I'm like, I don't know. I've been playing like the New York Times crossword puzzle, and I've been reading, and I've been, running, training.
Matcha.
Matcha, yes. Yes. Sorry. I got really excited there. I got so excited there.
How does the matcha in Cape Town compare to the matcha back?
Sheesh, now you have
Listen.
Now you have opened
You've
We
opened
are that kind of podcast.
You've opened up a whole can of worms. But look, there is one place I really love that serves really, really good matcha. So
Okay. Put us
So
on,
you
put
found
us
your
on.
spot.
Put us on afterwards.
Yes,
After- yeah.
No free promo.
No,
free promo.
exactly. But look, it's there. It's there if you know where to find it. I do think it's an industry that can continue to expand. I'm just happy that it's here, but people are still getting it. I hope I'm viewed in a good light.
No, this is real. We've peeled back the curtain now. The layers.
I know. But So that's an interesting thing you said about podcasts as well, because I do find myself consuming a lot of other things, but it also feeds directly into what I do and the music that I make. So
But I do think it's difficult for a lot of other people. Media and art is an escape. So sometimes when it becomes what you do, it's hard to keep that sort of entertaining ear to it.
Yeah.
Whereas like I can just look at a spreadsheet. A spreadsheet will stay a spreadsheet. Business is a business.
Yeah.
So that I can compartmentalize. in my head
He works in
as-
accounting.
as
Yeah.
He works in-
Whereas if I listen to things or consume media, it's mostly for entertainment purposes.
Yeah,
And I wanna
that's
get a bit
very,
of
very
a
true.
giggle.
That's very, very true.
It's the life of the uninitiated.
Thank you, Rizan. Thank you, Rizan. Thank you, Rizan.
So we like to do the comparison, like, Cape Town is very much like this, like what did California, like whatever the case may be, and then New York's very much like this. But like truly, as someone who's lived there for over a decade.
Not over. I would say
just
a
around,
little under.
A little under. Okay, cool. About okay. What is it like living in New York? And just like what's your daily routine like?
Oh, my daily routine. Well, living New York City is an incredibly vibrant, big, loud, passionate city. I always say it's sort of exactly the way that you imagine it to be, but better and more incredible.
Okay.
Filled with so much art. Everyone walks everywhere. There's just this really, really big community of people living together, which is amazing. I think my favorite thing about New York is the fact that it's filled with all of the art that I love. In terms of the energy, the most energetic place imaginable. When I stepped into New York, people always ask me, like, did I experience a bit of a culture shock? And I say, actually, no. when I stepped into it, I felt like I'd always belonged there, which was really beautiful. My daily routine, it differs day to day, but I do have a few things that really ground me, and that's getting up and going for a run in Central Park, because I'm also a runner. That's a very important part of my life. I'll make my matcha in the morning. That's very important.
Sorry, just to jump in. When you say runner, like, have you run like the New York Marathon?
I have. Yes, I did.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
I did it last year. I did. Stop.
Medal win. Watch my time. She writes scores and wins. You know? No, I'm glazing.
That's amazing. I love that. That's a big part of what I do. I think it really depends on what I'm working on. I'm always sure that I'm writing and playing every day. I live very close to the Met, which is my favorite place in the world. So I spend a lot of time consuming other art because I get a lot of inspiration from that. So going to museums as much as I can, spending a lot of time in Central Park. And it's just the vibrancy, it's the energy, it's the people.
I hope my dad goes one day. I'm glad that this is on the record, because that's my dad, like, ultimate destination.
Yeah.
Central Park.
Go.
Yes, he
as
should.
his ultimate destination.
Let's go.
But obviously, because he looks at spreadsheets too much, it's never going to make sense in his mind. But
if he believes it, you know, he's got to make it happen.
It's one of those
Anything is
things where the
possible.
boys need to club together.
Yeah.
But like, do you love him that much? That's the question
when
that
you
you need
say
to ask
boys,
yourself.
does it infer that it has to be his boys, or is it the boys?
Man said, subscribe so we can send his dad to New York.
Please.
Can start a campaign.
But all jokes aside, it is definitely one of those things that I think he has
that's
his
funny.
destination.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah, and
funny.
exactly,
One
it's
day.
exactly how you imagine it, as beautiful and romantic and all
Yeah.
of those things.
So what's your morning routine, Rizan? Yeah. 5:30 wake up.
Ice
Ice bath.
Ice bath.
Go for a run.
Ice bath.
Matcha.
Matcha.
Ice bath. I look like this. Ice bath.
You say warm bath.
We don't waste water. That's crazy. No, but I sweat and I wait to dry first. Anyway, okay, so what the heck was
What's
that?
your morning
The
routine?
viewers would like to know. The viewers would not like to know. Don't highlight. You will catch me on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. on YouTube. Like and subscribe. So then, like, contrast, what is the, like, a day in a life of the sort of like the job aspect? Like, is your life really like when you are working, is it like a project based where you just work until you're done? Is there like a healthy routine that you have for yourself? What is being like the orchestrator like? And because we are going to talk about your album and what that process was like. So just everything except making the
Of
album.
course, yeah. I think it can be, I mean, I do try to create every day, but it can be project-based depending on what I'm working on, depending on what the deadline is. Deadlines are great. We love them.
Okay. Your W deadline, GenC Pro deadline.
And I would structure my day around whatever is required. And I like making lists. I'm a big list girl, ticking things off. I spend a lot of time writing at the piano, at my computer, because if it's, for example, a film, I'm working in a program as well. So, you know, I'm still figuring out what a routine looks like sometimes, because it's so flexible when I do, and it can be a very tricky thing sometimes to be completely not transparent, but to be real about it. It can be tricky because you're ultimately managing your own 9 to 5 day. And I still find that a bit challenging, but I'm getting there. I just try to create a sense of structure. I have the things that sort of ground me. Like, I go for my run in the morning, I'll come back, I'll do some writing on the piano, take my computer out, then I'll, walk to a coffee shop and do some work there. Every day can feel different sometimes, but I have the things that ground me in my routine. Lovely. That bring everything together.
Lovely. And so you decided to undertake creating your own album.
Yes.
And so you spoke about being approached to do this, or is it something that is it also something that you've always wanted to do?
Mm-hmm.
So tell us about that process of creating the album that you created. What's it called?
Mm-hmm.
And what are the highlighted tracks that you want people to get this is,
Yes. I think, because everything started with the piano. And then I think as I started stepping into my career, doing a lot of work in film for different projects and art installations, I stepped away from the playing aspect. Even though I write at the piano all the time, it felt like it was a long time since I'd written music for myself.
Okay.
And so a piece of my music was sent to the label that I'm signed to now, and they came to me, with that request, and it was a wonderful thing for someone to come to me and say, "Hey, so what do you want to do?" Which is incredible. And so I decided to go back to the piano where everything started, because I think it was always a dream to go back to my instrument and write music for the piano, the place I'm most at home, the place I love the most, and writing music for myself, which is a very exciting but incredibly exposing and daunting thing. That was exciting. It was really, really exciting. The title of the album is called NOIR. It initially was going to be self-titled, but then I woke up in the middle of the night at midnight, and suddenly this word came into my mind, because I think it felt like it was embedded with so much meaning, because the film, it blends my classical roots with my experience in film, that emotive quality that film music brings. Well, classical music as well, but blending those traditions together. And I really, that word seemed to embody so many different things. Okay. Number one, noir is French for the word black, and my friends laugh because I wear black all the time. So it's become a thing. It's become a thing. Number one, I wear black all the time. I don't know. It's
a colorful color.
It's very expressive. Yeah. Very expressive. Number two, it's a word that is very much a part of the film world.
Yeah.
Just stylistically.
Yeah.
With the film genre, it embodies everything that is mysterious and romantic and beautiful. And so I don't know, it felt very me. And I think the music on the album also represents that in some way. So very cinematic, very romantic. And the tracks I love are New York City. I think that's one of my favorites. I mean, it's like picking one of your children. But also, I do have
every parent has one.
Yo, the music sprays. The music sprays.
Casually sips tea or
no follow-up questions on that one. Zero follow-up questions on that one. If you're watching this in the future, don't ask.
I love both of you.
Yeah. Equally. There we go.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
50.
50-50. Okay.
100.
Yeah. But I will say, New York City is a highlight, because I felt like it was about my Odyssey, from Cape Town to New York.
Good
that
word.
Melody. I actually read the Odyssey the other day. It's another.
The movie's coming out, so it's a good idea to read that. Yeah.
So that word was in the back of my mind. So I think that is really my journey from Cape Town to New York, my love for New York. I got that melody came into my mind as I was walking to the Met one day. And I took my phone out part of my process, I took my phone out. All of my voice notes, it's just like me humming into my phone with like a loud street in the background. And that's where everything starts. And then later on, I'll go back to my piano and I'll expand on the idea. So that's how that was born. And then Somewhere I've Never Traveled is one of my favorites as well. The title is inspired by one of my favorite poems. And What else do I love? Well, yeah, lots of. And I love all my children.
Mm-hmm.
Some not.
I like to listen to jazz music.
Mm-hmm.
So I listen to the album. I do like it. And I do hear what you were talking about, where it feels very like cinematic.
Mm-hmm.
It actually does feel like, oh my word, this is a story that I'm seeing right now.
I love that. Thank you.
And so, because like, and I want to speak about jazz for a little bit because, hold up. Why is JP making?
He loves jazz, like he's happy, he's excited.
I love it.
Man said he listened to the album before coming.
You did. I love that.
I was like, I come unprepared.
How? Do you know, I was thinking about, we should ask JP what does NOIR mean? Sorry. But like in a fun way.
Yeah.
Like a fun anyway. Yes. So and I find like my understanding, because I write and perform poetry sometimes.
That's so cool.
Sometimes. It's not a thing. It's not like
That's
a thing.
so cool.
Like,
It's a very big thing.
Don't subscribe for that. That's not
It's
gonna.
a very big thing.
Hi, Bosana. What you
You're a
mean?
writer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not a composer. Just that right. So with jazz, I find like it is incredibly expressive, and it works very nicely with, like, again, being a person of color. And we have like some great South African artists and groups like Kuchenga, really manifesting that we can do something with him. And my favorite his name is Kamasi Washington. And what was so cool about, and this is the kind of way I wanted to bring it back, is that I recently I was watching an anime. And at the end of the anime, I was listening. I'm like, why does this sound like jazz? This sounds like Kamasi Washington. And he was literally,
wow.
You know what I'm saying? He was literally on the, like, and so my question is, are you someone that's like going to be that recognizable? Is that something that you would like to be, where you have like your specific sound, so that the people can actually like, oh my word, that's Mikhaila Smith, before they even see that your name is on the credits?
I love that. I think so. I mean, that's
or do you just want to be like a,
I actually like the idea of being sort of recognized in that way. That could be really cool.
Because I imagine your journey with being is it okay to call you a recording artist now?
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
yeah, I'm recording.
Like, is there something that you want to sort of like do more of going forward, or do you want to go back to just like film, orchestra,
both?
All of the above.
I want to do all of the above and more. Okay. I really, really do. I think also, as a composer writing for different briefs and different projects, I always believe it's important to have your own project, something that you're able to feed. Yeah. I really think that's important, just for your own soul and sanity and expression. Yeah. I think that's important. So I see myself doing both things. Yeah. I've been doing both simultaneously. Like this year as well, I've had a film that just premiered in Rotterdam, but also I'm promoting my album. So I'm constantly I'm in both of those worlds, which I love. And I think that they stimulate me in so many different ways. Wow. Yeah. Okay, I see both. So yes, both things constantly.
Lal and Gabby actually cooked up a game for us. Are you ready for that? Okay, so tell us.
Is JP done now?
Sorry, did you have more?
Yeah,
we are like we'll get there.
I'm all good.
Sorry, we'll get there.
I'm here for the ride.
Nice.
Yeah. Sorry.
So Gabby actually sent us a voice note explaining.
Oh, raw.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I thought it would be a good idea.
What up, Gabby?
So I'm just gonna get it ready for us. Yeah.
That's fire.
Guys, hello Mikhaila. This is Gabby. It's been really fun finding out more about you, Mikhaila. I have so many questions I hope the boys are asking on my behalf. Just wanted to say quickly, I've really enjoyed listening and re-listening to NOIR as well. I'm not a big piano person. I only really just want a jazz piano, and I'm more of a strings or woodwind kind of person when it comes to classical music.
Ew.
So NOIR has really changed that for me a bit, and I think I enjoy your expression, and it's going to be a more permanent fixture on my playlists, I guess.
You support the girls, yeah.
But anyway,
So
I'd like to
kind.
introduce a special game inspired by your instrument and your craft and the filmic industry you're in. So this is the game. I was toying it out with, like, I love a pun. I was like, let's call it Compose Yourself, but I mean, whatever.
Oh.
So Lau and Paul are going to play snippets of well-known or iconic piano-forward themes from TV series or films, and you guys all need to just guess, name the series, and the first person with the correct answer wins. It's as simple as that.
Guys.
Even
if there are
I'm
any
nervous.
notable ones we didn't include, please give us your honorable mentions. I hope you enjoy.
Let's do it. I'm nervous though. Let's do it.
Okay, so you guys get the game?
Yeah. We
Yeah.
like I don't know the budget for this.
No,
Like
we tried to
naming
keep it
the-
easy.
It's like
though.
note for note, basically.
Okay.
I was like, Shazam, Shazam.
Yeah.
We tried to keep it easy.
Wow. Thank you,
there's-
Lau.
There's going to be some throwbacks. So
Guys,
let's hope
season
you-
5 is crazy, eh?
I'm so lit. We have a speaker.
So, the last episode we were doing improv clown work.
Yeah.
Now we note for noting. That's what dreams are made of. That's what dreams are made of.
What dreams are made of.
Mhm,
Yes.
mhm. Okay, first song.
Put up my hand.
Mikhaila.
The Office.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys do that? JP?
Yes.
I feel like we
I was
need
waiting for
to-
this.
We actually
I was
need to
getting
get
lost.
that.
I was getting lost in the.
Wait, can I just say, I mustn't look at Paul, bro. Paul, I was like, nah, you didn't know it. Say it to him. You didn't know. No, I didn't know it. So
okay.
admittedly, I only watched The Office on TikTok. I
Okay.
didn't
But-
actually watch the show.
The South African version.
It's
To,
crazy.
Have you watched? I haven't seen it yet.
It is crazy.
Really?
Can we
It's
please like
crazy.
commit to watching this as like a team?
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
we
that
need
would
to.
be
Desmond
hilarious.
must-
I'm like making myself a part of your team now. Yes, as a team we should.
Okay.
Okay, wow. Dan I'll sit with the kills and represent.
I feel like we
I'm
need
not-
like a
I'm not
button
from
or
wherever,
something.
sorry.
Do we need to do something the first person knew?
Yeah, you can just
Okay, wait. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Next one.
No, that's
That's
a
a
good
different
guess.
one. That's a different one. Okay, that's the snippet.
Oh, that's.
Okay.
Is it like a melody that's gonna come, or I don't know if I know that one.
We can't make it too easy.
Yeah, I can't make it too obvious.
Got it.
But I think JP should kind of know this one.
Do we get a? Do we get a hint?
I'll give him a clue. It has to do with his wife's profession.
Is it Grace?
Oh, it's Grace.
No.
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 ER.
Wait,
Has to be a medical.
So
The
it's
pit.
No. Wait, stop.
Old one.
Hold on.
I think you watched
House.
it. Yeah.
Yes, that's why.
Yes.
I was
You see,
thinking.
I-
Sorry.
I
I
was.
was also because like I could picture.
Yes.
But now my problem is, guess where I watch House? On TikTok.
I also.
So I'm not listening to the intro music.
It's House.
I have not watched it either, and also I don't watch a lot of series either, and also when I do,
So
it's
this
like
game is going to
snippets.
be fair.
It's gonna be fair. I did get The Office, so I'm really
Give
happy
us
I
two
got the
more.
first
Do you have
one.
two more?
No, we've got more. We've got a
Okay.
few more.
Wow.
Okay,
Two
okay,
more, two more.
let's do it. Let's do
Two
it.
more in the comments, flame us. In the
Yeah,
comments,
yeah.
flame us. I also know this one.
Sex in
yeah.
the City.
Yep. Okay.
I mean, that's her city, guys. That was a bit of a home field.
I'm going to advantage.
That's
Yeah.
true.
We have some two
I'm
throwbacks.
currently in season
A
1.
throwy is a throwy.
We've got two throwbacks. Wait for it.
Days of Our Lives.
No,
No.
close.
Bold and the Beautiful.
No,
I'm guessing The
Yeah.
Young and the Restless.
almost.
Almost.
The young
It's
and
so,
the rest.
I know it's like
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Gosh.
Classic South African one.
South Africa.
Open time, bro.
open. That's exactly where my mind's going.
Time. I remember that all
I'm
too
so
well.
gone.
Egoli.
Blik van
Egoli.
Yep.
Wow.
That's
I
a
didn't
good
know
one.
that-
Prime
that's-
time.
Listen. Because open time was most free on a Friday, whatever the case may be.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not wasting my open time on something like respectfully. I want to read a show today. We did this whole week. One more. Take us home.
I put this one in for you specifically.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't know.
No
if you
pressure.
watch it.
Imagine if
anime.
I don't get it.
No, I don't.
That's
So
gonna be
I
sad.
don't
So
think
this
I'll know this
one-
one.
This one's directed at Rizan. Let's hope he can.
Imagine I
do us
don't get
proud.
it. That's gonna I'm cool. Oh, I know it.
You have to. Thank goodness.
I know it. So
Yeah.
yes, I was scared.
No, but I wouldn't do you dirty.
It's the notebook.
Yeah.
The notebook.
Well done.
What's it called?
Death Note.
Death Note. Thank you.
Well
The
done.
notebook.
Well done.
Well done.
That was so cool.
That was a
That was
great
fun.
game.
That was so
That was
fun.
fun.
I'm
That
just
was
really
so fun.
chuffed I got to. I'm very nervous. I'm representing.
That's fine.
Thank you, Gabby. As
Thank you, Gabby.
Thanks,
Yo,
Gabby.
that was so cool.
Thanks,
Wow.
Gabby.
Every time there's new things,
Yeah.
I just want to watch the show now again. Just experience it.
You know.
Thanks. In the spirit of one of the things that's a core part of your daily routine is you said running.
Mm-hmm.
We have a segment on the show called the Message of Hope.
Okay.
And so we know that like oil prices are crazy.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that.
Yes.
We know that people are just like, there's a lot of, oorlog and bickering and everyone's quiet with everyone. But, we like to just share some positive stories.
Yes.
So the positive story of the week, a message of hope, there's this organization. Actually, it's a guy. It's a dude, but you are an organization.
Yeah.
And so this guy's name is Nkosi Ntsumbu. I apologize if I butchered that. And he has this thing called Run with Nkosi. And he takes kids from Philippi. So that's like I think he's from there. And he takes them out of Philippi and let them run with him in the suburbs. And I just think that's an incredible initiative.
Yeah.
And
Incredible.
he speaks to them about like discipline and stuff like that. Also showing them that there's more that they can be. There's more that they can do. And he's also like trying to like set up some runs with like Siya Kolisi, with Wade van Niekerk.
Cool. Yeah.
And so like, we need to
to keep support.
we need to support these type of initiatives. So
It's
please
just
do-
amazing that it's a physical activity.
Yeah,
but
we
it's
love
actually
it.
breaking like
Yeah.
mental barriers.
Yeah.
In terms of your
Yes.
life isn't just
Yeah.
And we've
Philippine
seen like
area.
how sport can do that with like our country's history. Like it has such a deep history of really transforming.
So shout out everyone involved in that, to the taxi drivers that bring the kids out, to the parents that allow your kids to actually just join the stranger on a
Yeah.
run.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
especially to Nkosi and his friends for, looking after the kids. We love that.
That's
Give
amazing.
the kids a chance.
Yes.
And keep up with the work.
Yes.
Away. And if,
Incredible work.
if you can support, if you want to support maybe with like water, clothing, running shoes,
Yeah.
reach out to them and see what you can do.
No, incredible. Yeah.
So there's another game that we
Okay,
play in the show.
all right.
It's a game. It's a series of hypothetical questions.
Got
and
it.
the game is called Say Manau.
Here we
Okay.
go.
So have you ever heard the term Say Manau?
Like say my now, no?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Say Manau, you won the lotto.
Oh,
Or the
Goodness.
Powerball.
Yeah.
Speak it.
into existence.
Say Manau, you could play any instrument flawlessly, but only when no one is watching. Would you still care about the skill?
Like it would only be for like yourself.
Yeah.
You couldn't share.
Say
that
Manau,
with
you
anyone.
could play an instrument flawlessly,
Yes.
but only when no one is watching. Would you still care about the skill?
Okay, but can I listen back to it though?
You can play it yourself.
Like for myself.
You
Like,
can
okay,
play
I
it
can-
yourself.
I can
You
cool
can,
on
yeah.
this.
yeah.
You're the only one that can like
Yeah.
consume it.
No, because
Or-
then yes.
So I'm also yes, because for me it seems more therapeutic than a show.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
So like even though I'm the only one that can hear it, it's like I'm spending time getting to,
Well, it's like you're honing a craft, and I think that it is important to do things for yourself. I mean, before anything else, the piano was for me. Everything started there. I mean, it's a blessing to get to share it with the world, but at the end of the day, it's me and my instrument.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we all aligned there.
But wait,
We are aligned.
wait. Slow down there, bucko. Easy there, tiger. What instrument would you play? That's the question.
So I play none, right?
Exactly.
So
Me too.
Hypothetical.
That's
so
what I'm saying. So
in like a pure hypothetical.
on a same manner,
Yes.
I think.
On a same manner.
Yeah.
The guitar.
Love that.
Okay.
Love
Technically,
that.
my daddy could teach you. Technically, my dad could teach
Yeah.
me, and by proxy, I could teach
But
you.
like
My
for
dad
like
could also
a,
teach you. He also plays the guitar.
but
Shout
like
out dads.
but like exactly it's like an entry point. Like,
Okay.
But there's like something about being able to, something about the piano is you can't carry it anywhere. So
Yeah.
even a keyboard is pretty,
That's tough.
Yeah.
it's tough, but like with the guitar, like taking it to the beach and like taking it out and like strumming, just singing, and there's that.
So that would be, but like from a super technical perspective, the saxophone.
Yeah.
Is that
Love
too
that.
different?
No, I know.
very.
I know.
Mine
And I'm
would
also
be the
not taking
sax.
my saxophone to the beach.
Mine would
But
be the
I
sax.
think the guitar would be my.
I love that. I love the sound of the guitar. I'd love to play the guitar as well.
Yuriza?
I actually wanted to ask you if there's a.
Another
But actually,
instrument.
by the way, what other instrument do you play?
It's really just the piano.
Okay.
I do a bit of singing, but not really.
For marks.
Not for marks. Not for marks.
We're going to test the reading ability. But please
Not
go
for
ahead.
marks. Okay. Say now, you had to choose one form of public transport that you had to use for the rest of your life. What would you use?
Oh.
So I'm thinking maybe you and JP can give us South Africa and she can give us New York.
Okay. I was gonna ask, like, what's the context? Like, where are we? Where are we?
Yeah.
Yo, for the rest of my life, you say.
Yeah.
For the rest of my life.
Like
Does
you
the-
could only use that.
Does the footer bike count? Was that a mode of
Shiver of
transport?
legs, you say.
Is that a mode of transport?
You can walk. You're allowed to.
I'm allowed to walk.
Yeah.
Okay.
In addition to the mode of
Yeah.
Okay,
transport.
that's
okay.
good to know. That's helpful.
Okay, cool. So the footer bike is the one. Given our current setup, I want to say the bus
That would be mine as well.
because of the increased infrastructure we're going to get.
Yeah.
Yes, I've
So,
seen that.
so for me,
This man's buying
smart,
alone.
bro.
He's buying.
I'm
buying
trying
futures.
I'm trying to-
Seeing the potential.
I'm seeing the potential.
The potential. The
So
possibility.
I don't feel like the train is my life. That's another
Yeah.
generation's
That's so funny, bro.
wonder wish. And by
Yeah.
then, the minibus taxis would also still be like at a lesser degree.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
So for
funny,
me,
bro.
it would be the bus
No.
if I could buy it.
That's
Oh,
so
yeah.
funny.
Mm-hmm. You next or am I next? I mean, look, New York is all about public transport. You're basically living your life on public transport. So I love walking, but I also the convenient. Oh, wait. Because we do. So we have the subway, but we also have the buses.
Because you're going to do one, right?
And there's
That's-
taxis.
How about this?
But taxes are
Like,
No, but like
Yeah.
money is not an issue.
Oh, money's not an issue.
Money is not an issue. Yeah.
Oh, but traffic is.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can't deal with traffic. I'm just no.
Both
It's
cities
just-
can't deal with traffic.
I can't deal with traffic. I cannot do it. I do love the convenience and the speed of the subway. I really, really do. So walking and taking the subway,
Nice.
100%. Far too convenient.
You're not gonna get me to say a quantum. Like respectfully.
Are we not
you're
going to hit the two of the Elsies?
You're not gonna get me on some like absolutely not. You're not gonna get me. Okay, I would much rather.
Okay.
The next stop is. I would much rather. I would much rather.
Yeah.
Talk to me nice.
Yeah.
Although.
Okay. Okay.
There's these like fully electric little mini currencies that they have now. I think it's kind of cute, man. Like I just think it's kind of cute. Like it's like a 3-seater, you know what I'm saying? The driver,
Yeah.
you and another.
I love it.
Yeah,
Love it.
romantic.
That's romantic.
Love it.
You know what I'm saying? I just like imagine.
Yes.
So I think I will do that one.
Okay.
Love it.
Like
Okay.
a bolt for love.
Yes. Bold for love.
Uber for the heart.
Uber love.
Uber love is SMS 34040. SMS la kulav.
good.
Oh my word! So wow,
So good.
we've caught on a lot of nonsense, but it's been fun.
Yeah.
So we like to sort of end the podcast, unfortunately, with one of three things we do.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's the offering.
I'm very expressive. Like I feel like yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
also like I'm
I love that for you.
love that for you.
Thanks.
Love that for you.
Listen, I've stayed away from the way that you speak now.
For too long.
We got into that part of the podcast. Okay. Like,
You gave love that for you. Like you're like who is that? Which grandmother speaks like this? Which auntie? Are you imitating? So we like to ask the guest three things. Number one is where can people find you? You know, like your website, your socials, whatever the case may be. And subsequently, are there any projects or things that you want people to sort of like look out for, or people to like invest in, buy in, whatever the case may be? Go for it. Plug.
I love Instagram.
Okay.
I'm chronically online on Instagram. So Instagram is the place to find me. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. Go to my website. I'm on... My mind is going blank. I'm basically...
Yeah. We'll tag it in
yes.
the
We'll
box.
link it, yeah.
Should I do that? You can find me.
Yeah.
Something gonna pop up.
Yeah,
right?
say the name.
Okay, so you can find me on
Say the name. That's gonna pop up.
on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook as well.
I'm giving
My
you so much.
website.
Lars gonna come like, how could you?
I'm
love
so
how you just
sorry,
gave
sorry.
it away free.
My music too on Apple Music,
Yeah.
Spotify, YouTube.
Yeah.
It's coming out of your paycheck.
Like we literally don't have the budget for this, but he's just like,
And I feel like it's gonna be even funnier if you don't put anything. I'm just pointing to
Remember
things.
the thing was with We Are the World, We Are the Children, and Asha is doing, and he thinks he's in the middle, and he thinks he's in the middle, but he's in the corner,
Yeah.
and he's going.
yeah.
That's what's gonna happen. She's gonna point that stuff, and Lars gonna be like, who said you can't point? And then secondly, that's so funny. Secondly, provide a message to your younger self. What did you tell her?
Is this any kind of message? Is it like a message
Dealer's
of
choice.
dealer's choice? Okay, a message to my younger self. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't tell her anything. Like, she's good. I really feel that, you know, when I was younger, I was so focused and maybe a little tense at times, maybe a little serious. A part of me wishes I could tell her, just relax, everything's going to be fine. But had I not been that way, I would not have gotten to where I am today. So I think I would just tell her to keep doing what she's doing, keep trusting herself.
Amazing.
And she's going to be good. I don't want to spoil it for her.
Wow.
I don't want to spoil it for her. I think
love
she's
this
good.
question,
Yeah.
JP.
She's
I don't want to
good.
spoil it for her. It's crazy.
I love this question, JP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JP, do the thing.
Oh, so there is a third question
Yes.
that we like to ask our guests, or one half likes to ask. But I am embracing
He's warming
the
up to it.
change.
Yeah.
Is there anything you would like to ask us?
Mhm.
Because obviously we've had the opportunity
And you
to
can
ask,
do one each.
or just
Okay.
one. But us.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a general question for the table.
Okay.
And my question would be, well, remember how I spoke about how I had my moment of conviction, the moment that I knew I wanted to do this for the rest of my life. I wanted to know, like, what is your why? Like, why do you do what you do? Like, what drives you? Where does it come from? If it's a moment in time, or if it's something inside of you you need to fulfill, or if anything you can
So
interpret
I
it.
didn't have a conviction when I was younger, because I was very much like a academic.
Mhm.
So you bring your sevens home, you're a good boy.
Mm.
Don't bring
Mhm.
sevens home, you gaan op die straat loop.
Yo.
That was the extremes in my house. But it's in terms of the conviction was actually when my daughter was born. So my second.
Yeah.
Because, and very late, it was like a recent thing, right? So I've been very well educated. I live a fantastic life. Like I'm blessed to the T. But the moment of what I think when it was like, I need to be doing this, was when I realized if I need to ask my child to follow their dreams, can I answer, did I follow mine?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. That's so beautiful.
And that was really the eye-opener. Because by every measure or book, I've followed the path.
Yeah.
I've ticked all the boxes. I have all the things. I have a fantastic life. I should be happy, right? But there's a lot more to that I'm answering myself now.
That's beautiful.
Only at my tender age.
I think that it's important to have something to chase. Yeah. If we didn't have that, who are we?
Yeah.
JP cooked.
Sorry, it was a really big question. That was beautiful.
I'm
truly.
stressed, guys. What's your why? Because my mommy said so.
There you go. And the carrot cake.
Yo, that's crazy. So if I'm kind of ask for clarity, are you asking why do we do this or why do I do anything, basically?
I think you can interpret it however. It could be related to the podcast, like something that's sparked your interest in that, or what drives you, or what inspires you, what makes you wake up in the morning and. Sorry, I'm expanding on it too much. Let's go back to how I initially phrased it.
What wakes me up in the morning? Anxiety. The Fajr. I love that. That's amazing. My daddy knocks on the door. Fajr. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow. Yo, that's oof. So what's crazy is that like I'm actually not like a motivated person, which sounds weird. Like, what do you mean by that, Lizanne? I'm trying to be disciplined. I'm trying to be like motivation agnostic. Like I don't need it. Like, I'm trying to be disciplined. My problem is, and it's gonna sound weird, is that like I was good at too many things, and so I never really knew where I'm supposed to go.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it got me here now.
Yeah.
Both of us.
Even that reflection in itself is quite profound.
So I think to answer the question as best as I can, what is my why? I think I just went where I felt warmest.
Oh yes.
And right now, amongst one of my best friends, Lyle, one of my other best friends, JP.
And now like a new friend.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to.
And like my pursuit of sport, poetry, and education and stuff like, because I teach physical science to kids. It was just a case, I guess, like, where do I feel the most warm?
Yeah. And chasing that and pursuing that. That's amazing.
Yeah. So I do still want to be great. Like I do want to be like, or at least I want to feel great. Because I imagine there's people that feel like, oh no, but Lizanne, you are great. But I need to feel it.
Yeah.
And so that's, I think, what will continue to keep me going. But yeah, for the most part, I want to be disciplined. I want to be committed to the craft of it.
Yeah.
And just continue to follow the journey.
That's beautiful. That's so beautiful. I love that. Yeah.
I love how when we started the show, the guest gives the motivation at the end. But now it seems like...
I know. The tables have turned. The tables have turned.
Now, mics on the table have turned.
Mics on the table have turned. Yeah.
Mikhaila, I can't thank you enough for gracing us.
Definitely.
I hope that we get to see you again in spaces like this.
Please, yeah.
Amongst your people. But like from the GenC team, thank you so much. Yeah. All the best with everything that you are, going forward. I do hope to watch a show, a movie, or listen to a song and be like, that's Mikhaila.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here, and what you all are doing is just super, super cool. I'm a big fan. Big fan.
If you like this content, please do like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. And we out. Peace.